Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we talked with a medical expert about why this year's flu season seems worse than those past.
And we go to Floyd County, where officials are working to revitalize a community center after years of sitting empty.
And in Frankfort, some lawmakers are pushing for a change in how schools can punish children here in Kentucky.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59. I'm Will Puckett.
And I'm Madison Pergrum.
Thank you for tuning into Mountain News This Morning on this Wednesday. Madison, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. A couple
You're
days
welcome.
off.
Yes, we're bringing you back in with some nice rainy weather.
Nice rainy weather. Woke up and it was still, I was like hoping there was just going to be just a couple seconds where I could get to my car where there was no rain. Nope, not this morning.
Not this morning, not yesterday morning. And as Brandon's told us this week, not much this week at all. Let's bring him in this morning. And Brandon, are we looking at any relief from that rain at all?
Unfortunately not. As a matter of fact, the stakes have went up a little bit because there are new flash flood and flood watches that go into effect tonight. Let's talk about what we're seeing right now. We're looking at live pinpoint Doppler radar that's very active. Severe weather alert day coverage started yesterday and will continue throughout today and probably tomorrow and Friday as well. So we're going to continue to watch a little bit of everything come through, but today it's the rain we're focused on. Visibility is awful. Drove through that myself in some locations this morning, so be extra careful. A lot of spots there less than that 5-mile threshold, so just be careful of that. Temperatures will actually fall for a little bit today. Our daytime high will be at 11 p.m. tonight. Yes, you heard that right. So temperatures will fall for a little bit in the 30s, 40s, and 50s right now, between 35 in Ashland and 59 in Jacksboro. What a range this morning. I think we'll all kind of stabilize right there, give or take, split the difference right around 50 by 7 o'clock. Again, dropping through mid-morning like yesterday and then rebounding a little bit by the afternoon hours. We'll talk about the extended forecast, which is a lot to cover here in just a little bit. Madison.
Thank you, Brandon. Well, the Martin Community Center in Floyd County sat empty for years, but the county has stepped in to revitalize the space.
WYMT's Buddy Forbes spoke to those involved about what the facility is bringing back to the area.
A community with a need.
We need to give back to the communities. Folks don't care to pay taxes. They just want to see their tax dollars at work in the communities.
Looking for a place to gather and offer something for the youth of Floyd County.
Something we envisioned when we took office back in January of 2019 was getting the community center reopened because so many folks had asked for the community center to be reopened.
After months of what Floyd County Judge Executive Robbie Williams says was tireless work by the magistrates and county workers, that need is being met in the former Martin Community Center.
But it's a reality now, and I just can't wait to see the smile on the kids' face when they're up here playing ball next week.
The Floyd County Community Center will offer a space for after-school programs, a technology department, and more, and has already been used to recruit for Little League basketball.
When we first began planning this league, we thought if we had 150 kids sign up, that would be great.
But they ended up with 300 kids from communities across the county. Rady Martin says the program is great for the kids and rewarding for those who work with them.
Anytime you work with kids, it's fun. It's a joy to see the looks on their faces when they try something and are successful with it. It's a joy to see them when they compete.
He says he is excited to see how the Little League program and the center grow. In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, the official opening of the community center will take place next Thursday at 6 p.m., bringing the Little League program in to celebrate the county's new venture.
And a recent report shows the number of flu cases in Kentucky are spiking again. One doctor says this could be because of the mild weather getting people out and about. Doctors also notice high numbers of flu cases earlier in the season. It is not too late to start preventing the flu from coming into your home.
You know, I don't think everyone should huddle in their house, but right now it's just there's a lot of sickness going on, and so if you can avoid situations to where you know there's going to be a lot of cough and congestion, then certainly try to avoid that.
Perry County has the second highest number of flu cases in the state, and Perry County schools have closed through Friday. You can see a full list of closings by heading over to our website at WYMT.com.
Well, despite a proposed injunction, the new State Board of Education held its meeting as scheduled. It was the board's first regular meeting after Governor Andy Beshear appointed the new members. The previous board, formed under former Governor Matt Bevin, filed a lawsuit saying the reorganization was out of Beshear's authority. But a Franklin Circuit Court judge denied the motion.
Just making sure that we are doing things necessary to work with the General Assembly, to make sure we are doing what we need to do to assist schools and districts in improving student achievement. That will be the focus, I think, of this board and my focus while I'm interim commissioner.
Right now, new board members are also in the process of appointing a new commissioner of education.
And Kentucky is one of only 19 states where schools still spank children, but a new House bill could change that. The Herald Leader reports that House Bill 22 was approved by a legislative panel yesterday. The bill would ban the quote deliberate infliction of severe pain to punish or discipline a student. Some schools already have a ban on corporal punishment.
Meanwhile, a Kentucky House committee approved a state mandate requiring police officers to be armed when assigned to schools. The committee action leaves an update to last year's school safety law, just one vote away from clearing the legislature. Some lawmakers representing Louisville objected to the state mandate, saying local school districts should decide on guns on campuses.
Now to update you on a story we first brought you on Monday, Representative Angie Hatton says she has adjusted a bill she filed last month that would help prevent large rate hikes from utility companies. This follows a report we ran on the Knott County Water and Sewer District raising their rates by 45%. House Bill 126 would give the Public Service Commission authority to order rate reviews every 5 years if a state-regulated utility does not take that step. It also calls on PSC to consider affordability when deciding on rate increases. Under yesterday's changes, the bill also requires that the utilities perform a management audit before asking PSC for a rate increase.
The Kentucky Senate has passed a bill to ban sanctuary policies by most public agencies in the state. The bill cleared the Senate after a lengthy debate Tuesday, passing on a 28-10 vote. The measure now goes to the GOP-led House. Opponents counter that the bill is not needed, and they note that Kentucky has no sanctuary cities and that law enforcement cooperation already exists. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us right here on Mountain News This Morning.
More news is on the way. Coming up, we take you to Pike County, where Pikeville Medical Center is now able to help more patients get back to their daily routines faster.
We're tracking a little bit of everything over the next few days. I'll break down what we're expecting in about 3 minutes.